students, let us see about another type of sex determination which is called as haplodiploid sex determination. It is also called as arenotoky. Please remember this word, very important for your need, could be asked. Okay. Earlier this particular concept was given in exemplar problem, but they have shifted back to NCERT book. That means there is a high possibility of getting this question for your board examination. So please learn well. It's very easy actually and even interesting also. Okay. So first we write the example. You see arenotoky or haplodiploid sex determination in honeybees. Okay, you see them in honeybees. The scientific name of the Indian honeybee is the Apis indica. Okay, just remember it, Apis indica, the scientific name of Indian honeybee. Okay, let us first write the division of labor or different types of honeybees in terms of sex, or it could be the work. Okay, in terms of the division of the work, we just classify them into three types. The first one is the head of the honeybee hive, which is the queen. Okay, we write here a female, and actually she is the only fertile female in the honeybee hive compared to other females. She is fertile. Okay, that means she is capable of producing gametes and she is capable of sexual reproduction, as well as she is capable of parthenogenesis. Okay, so we write another female, that is the worker bees. We just write the worker bees. All worker bees are female, okay, and they are all infertile. They are all infertile. What is the difference between the worker bee females and the queen? Okay, both are females. The difference is, you could see the morphological difference. In this case, the females are particularly smaller compared to the queen. Queen is a big or large with brightly colored body when compared to the worker bees. Okay, the main function of the worker bee, the division of labor, in this case, they just collect. That is the nectar. Actually, they collect the nectar from the flower and they produce the honey. Okay, and another bee, that is the males. All males are called as the drones. Okay, so actually they are lazy fellows, and the main function is actually they are meant for reproduction, and they eat the honey produced from the worker bees. Okay, they eat the honey. Okay, they just consume it. Okay, and particularly the mate is always going to happen between the queen and the drones. Okay, any one male drone with the queen. Okay, because the worker bees are infertile. What is the reason behind the infertility in the worker female bees? Very simple. When all the females attain reproductive maturity, at that time the queen actually releases a chemical. The chemical name is the pheromones. Shall I write here? Okay, use the bright color. Pheromones. Remember this. Only pheromones are a type of chemicals which are produced from the body of the queen. Okay, from the body, and it is released outside, and obviously, whenever the worker bees are come into contact with the pheromones, obviously all worker bees obviously get these pheromones. They are exposed to the pheromones released from the queen, and they become infertile. The reason is not known. Why pheromones actually suppresses the fertility of the worker bees, make them infertile. No, not sure about it, but remember the pheromones are released from the queen, and which actually makes other worker bees infertile. That's it. Okay, so there is no mate happens between the worker bee and the drones. Remember it. Okay, let us talk about the arenotoky. Okay, in this case, what I'm going to do is, here we write the queen. She is the only fertile individual in the beehive. Okay, so the total number of chromosome in each cell will be 32. That is the diploid state. Okay, 2n number, that is 32 total number. Okay, and I'm going to select one male here, that is one of the drone. We'll just write a male honeybee. Okay, so he actually in his each cell he has only half the number of chromosome compared to the queen, that is 16. Oh my god, it's entirely different, correct? See here, all the honeybees are belongs to the same species, in this case all the individuals, but actually if you look into the chromosome number in each cell of male, it is half, that is 16, compared to the queen, that is 32. So what about the worker bees? They also have 32 as diploid state. All the females obviously have 32 number of chromosome in each cells, whereas all the males have only 16 number of chromosomes. Okay, so what is interesting is the male, when they attain reproductive maturity, that is the production of the gametes, okay, the sperms, they actually produce gametes which contains the same number of chromosome which compared to the gamete mother cell, that is actually 16 itself. Why? Because the gametes are produced due to mitosis, not meiosis. Please note this point. All males produces the gametes, okay, which contains the same number of chromosomes compared to the parental cell, that is through mitosis. Okay, so very important. Whereas the queen produces the ova, okay, so through meiosis. We just write meiosis. Okay, meiosis produces around 4 ovum. Let us go like that. Okay, it's easy to understand. Okay, so let us just write meiosis means reduction and division. So 32 should become the 2n should become n here. So we write 16 and 16. The ova will be having 16 number of chromosomes each. Correct. Okay, so if the queen actually mates with a male, that is sexual reproduction, obviously what will happen, the fusion of sperm and egg takes place. As a result, the resulting offspring will have 32 number of chromosomes. Obviously all will be females. That is this is actually the process of production of the worker bees. So all worker bees are produced due to sexual reproduction, that is the mating between male and the queen. Correct? Note this point. Okay. Whereas if I take this, let us assume that the ova or one ovum doesn't actually get fertilized. Instead of that, it undergoes a type of asexual reproduction that is called as the parthenogenesis. You know what is parthenogenesis? It is the process of production of the offspring by a female or by the ova, female gamete, without the involvement of fertilization. That's actually the thing. So it will develop into the young one which contains 16 number of chromosomes. So 16 means, that means all the drones, all the males are produced due to parthenogenesis by the female gamete, because it doesn't undergo sexual reproduction. All the females are produced because of the sexual reproduction or the mating between the males with the queen. This is very important. Got it? So remember, that clearly indicates that whatever the drones which are produced will not have father, no father, but they have grandfather. Okay, so offsprings, they don't have the father, but they have the grandfather. Okay, or maybe or maybe I'm talking about this. All the drones, they don't have sons, but instead of that, they will have the grandsons. Remember it. Okay, so this is actually the thing to remember, because all the males are produced due to the parthenogenesis. Got it? So this is very, very important. Now, what is haplodiploid sex determination? Haplo means, see, in this case 32 chromosomes. That means if the chromosome number is more, obviously it is going to be the female. If it is half the number, then obviously it's going to be the male. This is called as haplodiploid sex determination. What is the total number of chromosomes are present in the offspring or in that particular individual determines the sex of the organism. That is actually haplodiploid. This type is also called as arenotoky. So that's all about from this session.